Hey, hello, Shagun. Are you still there? It's time already. Starting now. We're live. If you can hear
Yes,
me,
I'm
say
with you. I'm with you.
yeah. Good evening once again. Glad to have you here. Were you at the last retreat? Hello, Shagun. Hey, Victor. Welcome.
This should be my first one.
Wow. Welcome.
Yeah,
Welcome.
this is my first retreat.
Yes, welcome. Can you hear me very well? Please confirm that you can hear me very well.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Victor. How are you?
Ye- Yes, I hear you. I'm with you.
Hi, Victor. Are you there? Hello, Victor. I guess he must be busy. Get fast. How are you? Good evening. Happy Sunday. Welcome. Please, if you are speaking, your mic is muted. I can't hear you.
Happy Sunday. How are you now?
I'm
Okay,
very
good
fine. I'm very
evening.
fine.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Victor.
My network.
How do you do?
I'm fine. Yeah, I thought I was looking.
Yeah. It started by 8. Exactly. Victor, you are around at the last retreat now on, in November.
Yes, I was around.
How
Good
was it for
evening.
you? Can you remember anything from that retreat?
Yeah, it was awesome. It's truly an impactful leadership retreat. Uh, Though I joined late. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I joined late for the retreat. However, I could be able to like catch up with some of the questions that was asked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thank you for the contributions too. You're very, very active and engaging. Last meeting. Mr. Joseph, I can see you. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening, man of God. Celebrate you, sir.
I celebrate it too. How do you do, sir? Merry
Fine.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I really miss you, Pastor Bolu.
I miss it too. Thank you. It's been a long while. I was even thinking, I thought you would come around doing the, but I know you might have been very busy. It's fine. Can you still hear me, bro, Joseph? Okay, maybe it's network. Yeah, Kefa, is this your first time too?
Yes, man of God. This is my first time.
Wow, it's good to have you around. It's good to have. This is the Leaders Coven, where we are forged into leadership. Like we are all forging ourselves. There's this popular scripture that says, "Iron sharpens iron," and a friend, a friend, sharpens the containers of his friend, something like that. So definitely, what we do at the Leaders Coven is that we come together, we sharpen ourselves, be better versions, and we go out there and change our world. My guy is on the call. I mean, I'm frustrating. Bro, Ben, I can see you, sir. Okay, it was a very good news, sir. It's good to have you on the call. Such a great honor. Bro, Ben is my mentor. He's my mentor when it comes to building, construction, engineering, and I'm learning a lot from him. It's good to have you on the call, sir. It's a great honor. Yes. So we'll just wait a couple of minutes more, then we'll dive in into our meeting for today. So last month was November, and we talked practically on how to lead with self-confidence, leading with self-confidence. I know, like Victor said, he joined late. Practically, we talked about, what destroy confidence in people. Why are people so reserved? Why do we have a lot of people that They don't even take up responsibility. They don't believe they can shape their own destiny. And they are so vulnerable, so withdrawn from the matters of life. And one of the things talking about was that what people have heard growing up about themselves, what people have heard about themselves and what they have believed. Maybe their parent told them that you can't amount to anything and they just believed it. Maybe because of maybe a physical challenge or a mental challenge or something, right? And that defined their entire journey in life. Those are the things that destroy self-confidence. We also talked about what they learn themselves, you know, challenges they've gone through. And then we talked about how to develop self-confidence, just the opposite. Like, we need information. The level of our revelation is the level of our manifestation. The more you know about yourself, your ability, your capacities, the more confident you are in that ability, and the more you can do, the more confident you are of yourself, right? So it was a very powerful. I'm still, recovering from the impact of that retreat. Gifts. Hello, gifts. Can you hear me? Hello, gifts. You can hear me? Say I. Your mic is muted. I don't know whether you're talking. Yeah. Ulajoba, number one.
I hear you, sir.
Okay, gift. How are you?
Fine, sir.
Happy Sunday. It's good to have you here.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. This is your first time too.
No, no, second time.
Oh wow. Wow. I'll take note of that. Lovely, lovely. Ulajoba, number one. How are you, sir?
Good evening, my boss. I'm fine, sir. How about you, sir?
I'm very good. Happy Sunday. Good to have you around.
Happy Sunday. It's good to be here too.
Yeah, good to be here. Good, good, good. I was Christmas. People never invite me for Christmas. It's not fair. It's not fair. All the chicken, all the goat meat, kepas, it's not fair.
Man of God,
Ah,
can we be your meet to Abuja? Don't
man of
worry.
God, our
I and
mentor,
Joseph will be your own to Abuja.
our
I didn't hear
mentor.
you.
You,
What did you say?
I say I and Joseph will be your own. We are making arrangement for that.
I don't mind, though. I don't mind. I will store it if I can't finish it. I will store it. Joshua, you said something the other time. You wanted to send me my package?
no, I just hail you, my boss. You are our mentor. You are the one that did Christmas. Yes,
Good, I mean. Good,
Joshua,
I
how far now?
Ify said he's on another meeting currently, and he will join soon.
Yeah,
Okay,
no
okay.
problem. It's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. In 2 minutes, we'll just be starting. So, Gift, since this is your second time, I wanted to ask, how was the last call? What did you learn? Do you remember anything from the last call? Gift. I can't hear you if you are talking. Hello, Gift. Are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, did you hear my question?
No, no.
So I was saying that um you were on the last call, so I wanted to know if you learned anything and like yeah. Do you remember anything from the last call?
Yes, sir. So the last meeting we actually talked about confidence. I think confidence was the major thing that actually stood out for me. So we talked about self-confidence. We talked about difference between overconfidence, self-confidence, and whole, and even how we can relate confidence in relation to leadership. We talked about leadership skills, management, and everything too. So it was actually a great experience for me. Thank you.
So happy for that, Saf. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Oh, Precious, this is your first time too. Hi, Precious, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think we have two Precious on the call. Precious too. Precious Adeyemi, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well, sir. Good evening,
Yeah, good evening.
everybody.
Yeah, good evening. This is your first time or second time?
This is my second time here.
Wow, wow, good to have you here. How was the first time? What stood out for you? Do you remember anything from the last call?
Yes, I did remember, and the person that spoke last, made mention of one of it, how to build personal confidence, and I can remember very vividly. And later, and there was a question that was out, which is about the trait and true quality of a leader. So that one stood out for me also. It's just like a takeaway for me personally on all the conversation. And it's amazing. Thank you very much for putting me together.
Thank you for that. Like, I'm happy you learned something. The beauty of having this is so that we can share knowledge amidst ourselves. In fact, myself, I learned something last week. Like, and I'm very expectant of learning something again this week. I said last week, last month, and this month. Okay, so not so as not to waste our time, let's start immediately. So today we're talking about refocusing for maximum impact. Like that topic, I don't really sit down and start joining words together. I just thought just enter my mind like December. I think I need to
We can't
refocus.
hear you, sir.
Hi, can you hear me?
I guess you are muted.
Oh, hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, we
Yes,
can hear
I
you.
Sorry about that. So I was talking. I didn't know I was muted. So I was saying that okay, we are diving right into the call for today. So our topic for today is refocusing for maximum impact. And like I was saying that I don't really sit down and join words together to find the most interesting. I just speak the words that come to my mind. And what came to my mind was like I think in December we need to refocus for maximum impact. Like 2020s can't just be like from my years. We have to re-strategize. I mean that's the essence of retreat. The essence of retreat is to ask cogent questions. Is to ask existential questions, questions that really drive our direction in life. You know, that is an analogy from what the military do. When military fight battles, they every once in a while they reconvene and look at their current strategy, look at the results they are getting, and think about what they can do better. Because if you are not careful, you can keep shooting at the wrong direction and getting a low result. So the essence of retreat is just to ask the important questions of life. Re-examine yourself, just like Socrates said. Socrates said, an unexamined life is not worth living. Like nobody should live an unexamined life. So the essence of this call is to examine our lives, examine our direction, examine our achievements, our results. So the topic again is refocusing for maximum impact. So keyword there, refocusing, we all know it's just focus again. Like we have it in the flyer. There was a soldier holding his binoculars, trying to focus, trying to see clearly, right? And maximum impact. So I will ask someone on the call, how do you define maximum impact? What comes to your mind? What comes to your mind when uh you think about maximum impact? Hello, can you still hear me? Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you, sir.
Oh yeah, thank you. So who wants to go for or should I call on someone? I want someone to go forward. What is impact to you? Leave the maximum. What is impact? What do you think about when you hear of impact? Like someone is making impact or something is having an impact. Anyone? I know we have smart leaders and our midst, so I can't wait to hear from you. Just unmute yourself and speak. Yeah,
Well,
fast.
good evening.
Okay, Victor, go ahead. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Yeah.
Okay, for me, I feel like impact means influence. Yeah. I may define maximum impact as, you know, like the peak, or maximum means strongest, or let me say greatest possible effect something can have on someone or on something.
Okay. See, I'm taking notes. I'm taking notes because I'm here to learn.
Okay,
Thank you for that.
Sabolu, can I speak? Can I
Yeah.
speak now?
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay, on my own end, I will define impact as, should I say, the ability to impact the life of others with
Yeah, I see the
either,
word impact again. Oh.
is that
I mean, you are repeating the word impact. But
okay?
go ahead.
That's okay. The ability, the
Uh-huh.
ability to touch the lives of others,
Okay.
either with material resources, or spiritual resources. In as much as they felt they touch from you directly as a person, they are happy with your life. You do something to them that my network.
Hello, Kefas. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
network
so
was
I got the
keeping.
definition. You said the ability to touch lives of others, either with material or spiritual resources. So you're saying something that um you're saying something more, right? Is that all?
Yeah, I was just trying to say that it also connotes that your presence, whether you are physically present or not physically present, but at least they have been able to be touched by your own life. So whether you are around or not, they still remember you. Even in your death, they still remember who you are because you have been able to impact their life. Like they have able to feel something from you, something resourceful, and they can run with it. They can even carry it as a vision and it give birth to more other dimension coming from you as an individual.
Oh, powerful. Thank you. Shaggy, you wanted to say
Yeah.
something? Go for it.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Actually, from my own perspective, that impact, I see it as adding value. It doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be to someone else. It can be to ourselves. It can be to the society. It can be to our friends and neighbor. So it can be for ourselves. So it's like adding value to ourselves or to others or to the nation, to the world, like
Wow.
that, sir.
Amazing, amazing, man. My note is full.
Seven,
Thank you very much.
seven.
Thank you very much. Who else wants to talk? You can just unmute yourself and speak.
Okay, can you hear me?
Absolutely.
Okay. Um, Impact can be seen as building value through influence. Building value through influence.
Okay. Wow. Thank you very much. Wow, that's amazing. Who else would love to add to it? Any other person?
Okay, so I'm going to say that two
So
keywords.
impact.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to use two keywords. Impact basically means influence, and then after the influence, what comes next is the results. So, and this result should be something that should be measurable. So, two keywords.
Mhm.
Impact means influence to get the results.
Wow.
So that's it.
Amazing, amazing. Impact is influence to get the results. Good. Victor, sorry, Luajaba, you wanted to say something, Joshua?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, absolutely.
So okay, I was saying impact is like the this is the word I'll use the word um can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'll use the word effect.
Okay.
Is the effect you have on people, the influence you have on people to do things or you make. Sorry, let me just put it this way. Impact is yeah, effects you have on people. A powerful effect or influence you have on people, on situations. It's like when you share idea and it changes the whole thing. It's like a bang. I mean, like a bang that stay for long on people. Have effects on for good on people, on situations and on things, either big or small. So that's the definition I'll give.
Well, thank you. Either big or small. That's impact can be small or it can be big.
Yeah.
Who else love to add to it?
Okay, let me say a brief thing, brief one or two things. Impact can be seen as replicating results over time.
Amazing.
The
Replicating
ability
results.
to create results.
Okay. Get results over time. Thank you very much for that, sir. Last person. Who else wants to add before we close definition?
Yeah, I concur with the last statement.
Okay,
Good
you are
evening.
given the last
Yeah,
question.
yeah. So it actually took us back to fixes, when we have a maximum impact force, which occurs when a large change in momentums happens over a short period of time. You know, its impacts actually it happens over a period of time. That is when it is visible. That is where you can feel it. You can see it as impact. It has, is the rate of a change of it will happen over time. In short, that is where you can call it impact. If you can't measure the timing, I don't think it's an impact.
Wow.
I think I concur with the last person.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Mr. Aluashi, you want to say something?
Yes, good evening. I yes, so I just wanted to add that impact, I believe, is you making a mark, or impact is the act of one making a mark. And as everyone has rightly said, um making a mark on yourself, making a mark on other people within your community, family, friends, the community at large, and the nation, or the globe as a whole. So I would just like to coin it as impact, meaning making a mark or leaving a mark on people's lives, and it resulting in their transformation. Yeah.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. Thank you everybody for the definition. So me, I agree with what everyone has said. Like everybody is correct. Everyone is correct. Both from physics point of view, yeah, like society point of view, people point of view. I think we all say something very important. So my own definition for impact is a strong influence of one thing on another. So impact is basically that something has an influence on another thing. And I'll give an example now. Recently Nigeria government has revised the tax act, right, which is now the new tax act. And if you ask average Nigerian or several Nigerians, what will be the impact of this new tax law? You get a lot of response, right? A lot of response from people. They will collect my money. All of these things, all of these that's a salary reduction. There's a lot of impact to it. Like I'm just trying to see um how to illustrate impact using this example, and everybody will say their own point of view. But I've thought more about the question, and I discovered that there's no way I can define impact without defining purpose. Let's take, for example, a running ball hitting a chair is different from a paper hitting a chair. And I think the difference we can first define, like there's a way the shape of a thing determines the maximum impact it can have. The impact of a ball hitting us, no matter the speed of the ball, is different from the impact of a stone hitting us. So I find that there's no way I can isolate impact from purpose. So I, in my in my meditation, I discovered that impact is very connected to purpose, even though sometimes they might be at variance. Let's take for example this Nigerian Tax Law Act. So today I was in church and somebody said he was reading something on Twitter about this new tax stuff, and a client was speaking to a contractor. Like you are the contractor, you are speaking to your client, and they want to send you money. I said, please, when you are sending the money, just put for groceries. Like I don't know, you are collecting contracts, and I say when they are sending money to you, put for groceries. That's the kind of nobody could have imagined that. That who would do that? Like this is a contract, and it's for groceries. That's one of the impacts these new tax laws are. One of the impacts these new tax law is having in the society. But the truth is that was not the purpose. The purpose was really to simplify the tax law and to reach the unreached, those that have not been captured in the tax system, to bring them in. But the behavioral impact is strange, like very strange. It's like somebody sending your salary and say, please put loan advance. I mean, Nigerians are they are too wise. Like wisdom will not win us in this country. That's just what I found out. We are too wise. When your salary is no loan advance and loan received, you are just trying to outsmart the system. So at the end of the day, purpose is very connected to impact, and impact is the influence of one thing on the other. So given that definition, I'll just go ahead and talk about purpose a little bit. So purpose, the dictionary definition of purpose is that the purpose of something is the reason for which it is made or done. So purpose is like intention, just like Nigeria government, they had an intention for this tax law, but they can't actually define all the impact. In fact, nobody knows all the impact of this tax law until 2026 comes and it's being enforced. As in the same view, we can view our lives. There's a purpose to our lives, but that's an intention. Maybe my purpose is to do something in life, maybe to do, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I'm not saying it yet. What I'm trying to say is that there's a purpose and an intention. Impact is the result. So the purpose is to simplify the tax act. The impact is some of the behavioral changes we have in Nigeria, and some of the financial implications is to have on several organizations and businesses. So purpose of a thing is a purpose, is the reason why it is done or why it is made. Favorite poem from John Donne, I'll just post it in the chat box. It says that no man is an island entire of itself. Every man is a piece of the continent, a part of the main. What I'm trying to see, what is this poem trying to communicate? Let me just praise the poem in the chat box. There's something as I was reading this poem, there's something that resonated with me about it. Is that when we talk about our lives having, because the context of this is our lives. I want to talk about our lives having impact, and that premised on what exactly our life is designed to do, because our purpose is connected to our impact. If my purpose is to feed the poor, my impact will majorly be felt along that line. If my purpose is to design the next generation transportation system, my impact will really be felt along that line. And the best way to measure impact is to first understand the intention of a design, so you can maximize the impact of that being. So when we want to maximize our own impact, the first thing is to understand our purpose. Because once we understand our purpose, we can now maximize the impact of that purpose. Like I said again, purpose is like intention, while impact is a result. I mean, purpose when executed. So let me just go ahead and post the poem in the chat box. So this man was saying something very profound. He's saying that no man is an island entire of himself. Every man is a piece of the continent, a part of the main. What is he trying to say is that we are all connected. Whether we like it or not, nobody can exist all by himself. No matter how much money a person has, he cannot live by himself. He needs someone to do the farming. Especially in his day and age. Someone to do the farming, maybe someone to build a car. I mean, you need someone to talk to. You need someone to have a relationship with. I mean, we are just connected. So at the end of the day, there is no way we can talk about our lives without talking about other people. So I once heard a story that when people are at their deathbed, they don't really think about how much class they have. They don't really think about their achievements, how many books they were able to write. The story says what most people think about at their deathbed is their relationship. Is their relationship with their wife, the relationship with their children, the people their life touched, the people they've interacted with. Because I think one of the things that go with us once we are done here is the impact our life has on the life of others. It's not really how much money you have made. So that is the emphasis this man was bringing to us, that the strongest point of life is in connection to other people. And Mahatma Gandhi also said something. He said the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Let me post that in the chat box. That's a quote from Mahatma Gandhi. What am I trying to drive at? What I'm trying to drive at is that when we are talking about our purpose in life, there's no way we not talk about other people. I found out that the best definition of purpose is in line with other people. Because when we were created in context, in a context that people are in this world already. And there's something we can do in contribution to the entire universe. I mean, we are all parts of one another. So, like Candy said again, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. I hope someone is hearing me. Please, if you can hear me, just give me a thumbs up. I want to be sure I'm very audible. Yeah, thank you very much. Let me just go ahead and post this in the chat box. Thank you. Thank you. Please, there'll be a time for question and answers. So I will be able to take questions now because of time. So definitely, why is purpose important? Apologies, I'm driving a little bit of impact, but we'll still get back to impact. But I feel once you understand purpose very well, it will help us to maximize impact. So purpose is important because of fulfillment. Like a lot of people do a lot of things, but not everything brings us fulfillment. Not everything. Not everything. They used to say that it's lonely at the top. It could be lonely at the top. People are bored with all of their achievements. People go through a lot of things. But at the end of the day, what's most important is what's most important is our 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 fulfillment. What's most important is our fulfillment, and that's what I'm trying to emphasize in our call tonight. Uh, bro, bro Joseph, are you presenting? Do you mind? Uh, yeah. Hello, bro Joseph. Okay, can you all hear me? I think the network is a little bit bad.
Yes, we can. We can.
Apologies for the interruption. So I was saying, why is purpose important? Purpose is important because of fulfillment. Everybody should know their purpose. In fact, I don't know how but me, I have a template, right? I have a template that I feel it's practical for getting a sense of purpose. I mean, having a sense of direction in life. And at the end of the day, it's really about what we can do for other people. So Albert Tyson said that only a life living in the service of others is a life worth living. Let me post that in the chat box. Only a life live in the service of others and is a life worth living. So there's no way we can talk about purpose without talking about what we can do for others. It's really about what I can do for others. What difference can my life make in the life of another person? Okay. So so how do we define purpose? How do we get a purpose statement? So I'll first tell my own story. When I was in that was when I was in I think I just finished secondary school. That was 2018. In 2018, I moved a lot between Oyo and like Ibadan and Ogumosho. And that was my first time leaving. I mean, that was the first time I was leaving home practically to go and do my pre-degree in Lautech. Lautech is Ladoke Akintola University of Technology. Now, by now, I finished with Genesis. I've stayed 2 years at home without an admission, like an admission that I can go for. So I was desperate for anything. So I got a pre-degree admission and I was just ready to go. So I left home for the first time in a long time. And, passing frequently between Ibadan and Ogbomoso, I'm faced with a reality. And the reality are children who are living in these outskirts, in bushes, where literally you can't see them access electricity, access good water, access good education. And the thought that always bothered me was, how will an average person born in this kind of situation get an opportunity to succeed in life? Like, I can't just plot the graph. Like, if you are born in a bush like that, it's not even in a city. is the bushes. You don't know that there are push between states. Those push. Just imagine that someone went ahead and built house in those kind of push. Where there's no school, there's no lights, no water, and even how many people are living there? What's the chance that the person born in that kind of situation will succeed in life? In fact, many people born in city self, they are still trusting God. So that's the thought that bothered me, and I resolved that. And when I grow up, I'll do something about it. So that was it for me. That was it for me. There's something I see, and there's something I can do about it. There's something I see in my environment that I feel should be better, and there's something I can do about it. And that's what I've defined as what I want to do in life. Like my my own purpose in life. My own definition of purpose in life. I don't know what people call definition. Like my own definition of purpose in life is to really help those category of people, help them transition from where they are to where they ought to be, to give them the opportunity that they need to succeed in life. Okay. Yes. So that's it for me. That's it for me. Okay. So back to our discussion. Our lives were designed for a purpose. But the truth is that nobody feels purpose. Nobody knows our purpose. Nobody, how many people will know what the purpose of the thing is? For what people really feel is the impact of our lives. Bro Joseph, I see your hand is up. Please, you can drop the message in the chat box if it's very urgent. Well, I won't be taking questions now. We'll have at least 30 minutes for reflections or questions and answers. But I just feel I should just share my points of view before we discourse. So thank you very much for that. Yeah. So sorry for that. Impact is effect of purpose, is the result of purpose. It's purpose in action, is the execution, is the effect, like we've been discussing. When a purpose is executed, like I want to help the poor and the less privileged, and once I take steps in this direction, people will feel my impact. People feel impact. Nobody feels purpose because purpose is an intention. When it is executed, it becomes an impact. That's my thoughts along this line. And you are free to dispute it, you are free to argue it, you are free to share when we finish this call, I mean, towards the end. So, I mean, I have a template for defining purpose. And my template is just my story, my whole story of, coming up with my purpose statement. First thing I consider is, who in the society am I concerned about? So there are a lot of people in the society, and we all see from different lenses, maybe based on our own upbringing, maybe based on our experiences, based on our level of education, based on our knowledge. We all see society differently. We all see from different lenses. But in the midst of everything, who am I most concerned of in the society? For me, what I'm most concerned of are these kind of people. They are living in like absolute, I don't want to call it darkness, but they are living far off from civilization. They are living far off civilization, and they cannot succeed on their own. They need access to opportunities to succeed. And if somebody provides the opportunity, there's a chance for them. And my own desire, my own target in life is to provide opportunities for those kind of people to thrive in life. So, who in the society are you concerned about? I think it's a question we need to answer if we want to come up with a purpose statement. Who in the society are you concerned about? Second question, as regards purpose statement, is which area of your life are you most concerned about? Some it might be maybe their education. I'm most concerned about their education because that's what gives people the greatest access to opportunity in life. But some people may be concerned about their infrastructure, how to get water to them, how to get electricity to them. Somebody else will be concerned about their family life, their relationship. I mean, this is just a set of samples. The people you are concerned about may not be those kind of people. It can be maybe the rich in the world. They are trying to figure out purpose. By the end of the day, I have a strong belief that each person have a concern in the society. If I thought they've been paying attention to it, there's a set of people in life, in the society that you are concerned about, that your heart response to. And there's maybe an area of your life, if not all, I am most concerned about. The third question is that what can you do about it? Because every question begs for an answer. If you have a question in your heart, you most likely have the answer. In fact, you are in the best position to provide the answer. Because he who has a question is an indicator that he may provide the answer. There's a possibility that if you are asking a question, you are meant to provide the answer. So if your question is about bad governance in Nigeria, maybe you have the answer. Maybe you are the answer, right? Maybe you are the answer. Any question that you keep asking is giving you an indicator that you are the answer to that question. The answer is not in anybody else but you. So what can I do about it? I haven't figured out the kind of people you are concerned about. I haven't figured out the area of your life you are most concerned about. The third question is that what can you do about it? So if you can answer these three questions, and what you can do about it can be as simple as maybe I can start a teaching series. Maybe I can write a book. Maybe I can go out and encourage them. There's always something we can do about it, however little it is. I think if anybody can answer these three questions, there's a purpose statement. And the purpose statement can go in the line of I will help these people, that is the who you've identified in this area, like in the area you've identified, by what you can do. So for me, what I consider and what I have as my purpose statement is that I want to help the poor and the less privileged in getting good education and access to opportunities by currently what I'm doing currently is by giving out free books and mentorship. So I'm giving out free books, both education, motivational books, and exercise books, and pen, and providing mentorship to as many of these guys. That's what I've considered my own purpose statement. And I think as I evolve in life, I can do more as regards that. So I feel if all of us can answer these three questions, we can answer the question of purpose. And we can have a purpose statement. So once we now have a purpose defined, the question is that how do we link that to impact? Again, impact is purpose, emotion. When we feel purpose, they call it impact. In other words, the other guy has a great impact. He's a very impactful person. It's because he's given life to his purpose. He's given life to what he's called to do. So how do we connect impact to purpose? We connect impact to purpose by doing something about our purpose. It's not enough to write something that is more cogent to do something about it. I want to talk about impact. There's no way we can define impact without talking about people. Like I said again, about Einstein said, like I posted, that only a life living in the service of others is a life worth living. There's a lot of reasons to live, but the best reason to live is to live in service of others. Even if I'm pursuing a career, if my career is connected to my purpose, connected to something I want to do for others, it gives a lot of meaning to it. There's a statistics that have proven that when people go through the toughest time in life, the reason they will stick through is how deep their why is. Let's take, for example, you are in school, you wanted to finish the first class. You don't have a strong why, you will give up. Let me tell you a story. Do you know that initially, when I was in 100 level, was it 100 level? I think it was 100 level. My why was that I wanted to finish the first class, and my why was that, if I finish the first class, I'll make money. I can help my mom. And many people have that kind of mindset that, my mom have suffered in life. I need to make it and then my mom. That's a why. But as I grew up, I discovered that this why is not big enough. I need something more. I need something more. Now I have to connect that to what I want to do and how it can help me make a difference in the lives of others. Our why is as important as our words. So purpose is about people. Impact is about people. So if I have a purpose to feed the poor, I don't measure impact. If I have a purpose to feed the poor, I don't measure impact by how many farmlands I have. I measure impact by how many people I have fed. Like the metric for impact is people. The metric for impact is people, because impact is really about people. We are all here to contribute to ourselves. Yes. So maximizing impact is really about maximizing how many people my lives can touch. And I believe strongly that maximizing impact, or let me say, the minimum a life can be to be impactful. You know, somebody said something around impact can be big or small. I can't remember. I think maybe Kefas or something. No. He said impact can either be big or small. And I completely agree that a person can call and make impact, but that impact may not be felt. Why? Because that impact is not big enough to reach a tipping point in the society. So there's something as they used to say, you know, Miles Moore is popular for saying that the greatest place in the universe is not, you know, the diamond mines of maybe of one country. It is really the biggest place in life is the graveyard, where many talents have been buried, where potentials were never known, where books that could have been written are stocked. And I completely agree with you that a lot of people do not maximize their potential, do not maximize their impact because they didn't want to stretch. They didn't want to set big goals for themselves. And that's one of the reasons for this call is to maximize impact. It's not enough to make impact. Because one way or the other, many people are making impact. Maybe all you did this morning is to give someone a cup of coffee. You made an impact in their life or their day. But there's something that's big enough impact, where that impact reaches a tipping point to be felt and to cause a transformation in society. So you want to help the poor and the less privileged. You can't tell me that you help two people, but that's significant. It's good, it's appreciated, but it may not be significant. Mother Teresa said something. Let me post it on the group. She said that if you can't feed 100 people, then feed one. If you can't feed 100 people, then feed one. Impact is important. Numbers in impact is important. But we can also dismiss the fact that we all start from somewhere. But when it comes to really making a significant difference, it can be small number. So the goal is to stretch our impact level to the point that we ourselves need a miracle to fulfill it. Because if a goal is not big enough, there's no way we can unlock our potentials to solve it. So moving on, how big should impact be? It should be big enough to reach a tipping point to cause a transformation in society. So I've been thinking, I've been working, I've been trying to write goals for my own 2026. And I think that's one of the things we need to do on this call. We need to have goals, big goals, and not just goals for ourselves alone. Primarily, impact goals. Impact goals. Because personally, I found out that the best way to be motivated is to do something for other people. If the reason I'm pursuing something is because I want to help those that need help, even if I'm down, I can still keep moving. It's really about me. I can just say what's the point? What is there somebody else that I care about? Even if I'm tired, I'll still keep pushing. Why do soldiers die? Why do they go to war and kill and die? Is it really because of the salary they are collecting? It's because they know what's at stake. You see, this guy, Alexander the Great, do you know how he used to motivate the soldiers? He will tell them that what they are doing is not just for them, it's for their wives, it's for their children. Because you are fighting to protect your land. You are fighting for civilization. The motivation was that they are fighting for civilization, to bring civilization to many parts of the world. And they see it as a good cause. They see it as something good. And because they believe it's something good, they are ready to risk their life for it. Some are fighting just to protect their children. To protect, because if you don't fight, these enemies will marry your wives, take your children. So why not give all your life to it? If the why is strong enough, we can enjoy anyhow. That's a famous quote by Les Brown. If the why is strong enough, a man can endure anyhow. So big goals, impact goals are very, very important. And for me, I've tried to I use a framework for my big area audacious goal for 2026. Right? Each person will, at the end of this course, should have a goal, a big goal, impact goal for 2026. And what was the first thing I thought about when coming up with a goal, big goal for 2026? I thought about what I can start doing in my capacity. You know, we all have different capacities, different income level, different access to opportunities. And given this thing that I want to do, this different I want to make in life, what small thing can I start? Given my time constraint, all of that. So I wrote that down. I think I can start doing this. Like I can start buying a thing big or helping out by Ben Carson. That to exercise me, that to pay, wrap it and give it to one student. It's small, but I believe that book can make a difference in someone's life. It's small, like it's insignificant, but I think I can start there. I don't have all the money yet, but I can start there because I really want to help. I really want to see people emerge, believe in themselves, and emerge from that kind of situation. That's little thing, and I believe each and every one of us on this call can think of something to start doing. Think at least something small. What did I do? Then I multiplied it by 1,000. I don't even know I don't care about the cost implication yet. Let me just because I believe that I can't just make realistic goals and eat it. I want a goal that will stretch myself and unlock potentials in my thinking, unlock potentials in my ability to solve problems, unlock potential in my ability to be productive and resourceful. I just multiply by 1,000. But that's for someone that is just starting, right? But for me, I feel I can't just start on a scratch. I did in 2023, I did one. I gave one package to someone. In 2025, I gave two. So I felt 2026 that I'm maximizing impact. Let me just do 1,000. So I just literally multiplied 2 times 1,000. That's 2 students times 1,000. So I'm targeting 2,000 students in 2026. Right? So my big goal for 2026 is to support 2,000 students educationally, especially students that don't have access to quality education and resources to make them succeed in life. So that's my big goal for 2026. Thank you. I think someone is clapping. Thank you. So what's your own big goal for 2026? I haven't thought about it. I haven't thought about it. If you haven't started anything, maybe the little thing you say you can start doing, why not multiply times 1,000? Maybe your goal is to reach out to those that are still finding their direction in life, and you have a message to give direction. Why not target 1,000 people in 2026? It may look impossible, but it may as well unlock your potential beyond what you could think of doing. So that's it for me, right? But I think goals do not make meaning without plans. So what else? Like, I'm trying to do this so that somebody may like my framework of thinking and use it too. So goals do not make sense without a plan. So if I say I want to impact 2,000 students, what does that mean financially? If a package costs 5,000 books, 5,000 naira, so 2,000 students is 10 million naira. So definitely I need 10 million naira next year. Tell me just on this. Now add my living expenses, add my personal desires, the things I want to buy, all of these things. Add all of that. I'm rolling into hundreds of billions of naira for next year based on the things I need, everything. But the most planned to me is this big area that I should go of reaching 2,000 students, and it's projected to be 10 million naira. I think that's a good place to start. Having a clear picture of what I want to do, the financial implications of what I want to do. Now I cannot set milestones. What are the things? What are the things that can make this happen? What are the things that can make this happen? When I calculated these around close to, like I say, roughly 800 to 1 million naira per month that I would need per month to achieve this goal. But I discovered that even before I have the money, I can start making plans for how I can get the money. The new skills, I'm learning a new skill that will earn me much more. I am, forging relationships that can support me. I'm joining communities that believe in this kind of work, that friendships that we can join hands together and achieve this together. because I have a big goal doesn't mean I have to do it all by myself. There's a power in collaboration. But the essence of having a goal is to figure out how to get there, making solid plans. So I feel following this kind of template and using a top-down approach can get us where we want. There are many goals to set it for 2026, but I feel everybody needs a big area that should go. And I feel by the end of this call, I mean, if people be willing to share, we could ask one or two people to share what they've come about for 2026 as their big goal. So that's it for me. The systems, the milestones that make this goal possible, and the numeric target, the financial implications of this goal for me. That's it. One of my goals for 2026 is also this leaders cover. My desire is to see people develop, see people learn, see people, each and every one of us, do great things in the world, and I'll be bringing up things that will help us collaborate more, help us go out more, help us do more. That's practically it. Now, systems help us achieve goals. Systems make goals achievement easy, because it's easy for someone to create a goal and wait till the end of December to review the goal. When there's a system, we keep being remembered on that goal. And for me, one of the systems I've created now is that at least 5% to 10% of my monthly income we dedicated to this my goal. Because if there's not a system, I'll most likely forget and not be doing anything about it. I plan that every quarter, that's every 3 months, I'll visit the secondary school in line with this vision. So these are small things that I can do to ensure that by December, that I can do consistently. I will ensure that by December I will be closer, or I will have hit my goal. And I feel everyone can also have systems. Maybe someone to remind you, maybe a call will be joining or something every month that will ensure that you are making progress towards that goal. It can be something simple, it can be something big, and other things that I plan to do to also achieve the other goals. So I'll be opening the corner for further thoughts along this line. Key lessons, questions and answers, and also for people, each and every one of us to share if at all we've come up with a big goal based on the framework shared that we have for 2026. So if you are willing to talk, you can kindly unmute your mic and let's hear from you. Anybody? Please confirm that you can hear me. Okay, please, if you can hear me, are you willing to talk? Do I need to unmute? Unmute yourself. You can unmute yourself and talk. Or I'm coming. Let me check if there's setting.
We can hear you, sir.
Yes, okay. There's no problem then. Do you want to share anything? Okay, so I think I'll just ask individuals to speak. Okay, go ahead, Daniel.
Thank you very much for the insight share. I mean, like I was saying, if you set the goals at the stars, if you mean to hit the moon, right? So as much as possible, if I was to go into the year, don't wait for the first day. I mean, the plan of about 100 million is even way it's a lot, but anything can happen, right? It's a good projection. Like I always say, if you are trying to do more than for yourself, now God is not just doing He's not just doing for you. God is doing for them through you. So God is reaching out to them. I mean, God needs to deliver anything to them, can use you to get to them. It's a very good initiative to have something that is bigger than yourself. I mean, take pain. Like my pastor said, 2026 is going to be a year of wins. So go out and then do. Finally, I've been doing two. If not the way you do it, mine is fully for them educationally, just two and my younger brother. So I look forward to doing more. I cannot say a specific number, right? I cannot say 1,000 like you, but I look forward to doing more. I mean, go to schools, tell them it is possible because it's difficult these days to convince these young ones that it is actually worth going to school. I mean, even if you go to school, they tell you, oh, this is my brother, my older brother, he went to school and then he's not doing anything currently. And then he came out with second class to first class. So we still need to convince them, oh, there are opportunities out there. I mean, these people cannot see beyond their environment. So you have to show them and then convince them that there's so much more if they can just work on themselves and then get their mind right. Thank you very much for talking to us.
Very much, Daniel. Thank you for that insight. Okay, good. Who else love to share? Or if there's any question you can ask, any addition, any reflection from our call that you love to. It's not. This is not all to eat, right? There are good ideas I did not share that is locked up in some of the minds in this on this call. So please, we want to learn. So go for it. Or you can unmute yourself and speak. What do you think about setting impactful goals for 2026? How it affects us, even how to achieve them and how to set trajectory for the year and ensure consistent results. Anybody? Oh yeah, now share wisdom. Share wisdom with us. Who is speaking? Hi, Dennis. Are you even following the comment? Okay, Shagun, just go for it. I can hear you.
Um, Actually, one thing I noticed that has been affecting most people regarding goal settings is that before setting the goals, we used to consider a lot of limitations, why this thing will not be possible, why we won't be able to achieve this. But I read in a book that while setting our goals, we should take away every constraint. We should set it with a pure mind. We should set it with a mind that all things are possible. Then look at how to achieve it. We should not view or set our targets with limitation mindset. Thank you. I don't know if you heard that, sir.
Yeah, I totally get that. I want to ask a question in follow up. Thank you for sharing. Do you have a big goal for 2026 already? Like, do you love to share?
Actually, I'm still working on it, but hopefully before we cross over, that will have been established.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
So I think I should just call people randomly, randomly, randomly. Dennis, I was pointing to you there at the I didn't know when you joined the call. Have you been following the conversation?
Good afternoon. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah,
It's
good
been
evening.
now. I didn't join at the beginning because I kind of forgot, but then I joined around like 8:30-ish. So I just got like I really follow up on the whole thing, but I got an idea of it. So yeah. So real quick, I think this one hand what I was planning to do was just map out like a vision board for the year 2026. Not just the year for like years to come, so something like that. That's achievable and everything. Just to be on track and everything, and then try and see how I can track it. Maybe like quarterly or like um biannually, something like that. Just to be track of it. And basically, yeah. So that's it.
Thank you. Thank you. So have you drafted a very big goal for 2026 already? Or you are still working on it?
No, I'm still working on it. I'm still working on it. I don't want to leave everything to the new year because I prepared to start the year this one, not just leaving everything to the new year. So it's get choked up.
Yeah, I totally understand. I think Precious, what about you? Precious, Precious Adeyemi, yes, particularly.
All right, thank you very much for what you shared. And I really got a lot from it. And it's like an answer to some things I've been pondering on my mind for a couple of weeks currently. So, yes, it gave me some things to work on now currently. And I have like an encouragement to some things I've been hearing also. All right, so concerning growth, just appeared in here, so everything will be good, before the end of the year. And first, that just it's all for now.
Okay, do you have any question?
There's no question currently. There's no question. The
Okay,
little I have on my mind has been answered.
okay, thank you, thank you. Let me call on Idowu Joshua. Idowu Joshua, are you on the call?
Yes, I'm on the call, sir.
Yeah, what
Good
would you
evening,
love to
sir.
share? I don't know whether you've been following the conversation.
Yes, sir. I'm not really stable on the call, but I've learned one or two things on this meeting, and I'm so grateful. One of the things that I learned is that impact, the matrix for measuring impact is on people and should not be on smaller amount of people. We should be able to extend it.
Amazing. Do you have any question?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you for that. I actually appreciate you for sincerely sharing what you learned on the call, right? But at the same time, do you have anything to add? Like anything you think you love to share? Are you there?
Yes, I'm still there, sir.
Is there something you want to add?
No, sir.
Okay,
Currently, no, sir.
yeah, we are rounding off already. I just have a few more things, a few announcements to make. But before that, I want to call on Precious Eme. Yeah, good to see you. I can you speak?
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Okay, so first of all, thanks for this meeting. I learned a lot. Basically, what stood out for me was the. Can you hear me?
Absolutely, we can hear you very well.
Yes. So what stood out for me was how to connect impact with purpose. So yeah, that's what I learned, how to link. And again, apart from the fact, I love how you shared how you got your purpose. And let me add, purpose also you can also get your purpose, or how do I put it, from your life experience. It's not possible. It's it might not come the way you actually got yours from life experience, maybe past experience or something like that. Purpose can actually come like that in form of something. Maybe you suffered something before, and then you don't want another person to go through that same thing. It's actually purpose too. So, my big vision board for 2026. Wow. Mm, okay, it's still on the way. Let me just put it like that. It's still on the way.
It's in development.
But yeah, thanks. I learned a lot.
Yeah, that's so good to hear from you. Thank you very much. I completely agree with you that purpose is also from life. I think that was in November or October that I had a call I had a call with one of my friends. Actually, the summary of that call was purpose discovery. How people discover their purpose. And I talked about this extensively too. That it's not all the time. Some people, what constituted for purpose for them was what they went through, like what they went through in life, and the fact that they don't want others to go through it. Some people, just. But I just felt at the end of the day, it's really about who, like who are you concerned about? Because whether it's your experience, whether it's a revelation, whether it's something you see around you, it did something to your heart, right? It did something to your heart and makes you responsive to a certain set of people in the society. You see a certain set of people especially, like you want to help them, then just go through a framework. Once you know them, then you know, okay, this is the way I want to help them. This is what me I want to do for them, and then what can I do for them? Like where can I start in my capacity? Then we can build up from there. I completely agree with. Thank you for adding that insight. So before we close on the call, I want to call on two more people to, whether it's a question, whether it's an addition, whether it's a suggestion, just share with us. Adiolu, Adejuo, are you on the call? Have you been following us?
Yeah, thank you so much, Bolo Atife. Good evening, everyone. It's such a great privilege to be here and to partake in this event. Yeah, so I've actually learned a lot from what you said, and I think it's what I'm also looking forward to in 2026 is the fact that you can get to maximize your impact. So impact can be felt in a little or in a significant way. So I thought of that, and it actually, shook my ideas too as well. Like, there are so many things we could have prepared, or we might have prepared for 2026, and we basically, looking at it from the standpoint of how well can this impact be felt too. So I kind of, gained more light to that aspect too. Yeah. So I'll say thank you for sharing that with us. And yeah, I think basically there are so many things from the connection of goal to purpose to impact. I mean, I'm actually so blessed tonight here. I would say thank you so much.
No, no. Glad to have you around. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let me look at the last person. Okay, should I add one more person? Let me call on Oluwaseun. Oluwaseun, we love to add something, question and add suggestion. Can you hear me?
I had a very good feeling you would call me. Well, I really feel there isn't much to add from my end because you have really spoken extensively. Everyone has chipped in quite wonderfully as well. And truth be told, I am still working on my vision statement, and um I'm still working on my vision for 2026. So I really don't have much to say except to just thank you for this program, and thank everyone for attending. It's really been insightful. It's a good refresher to understand the essence of purpose and the essence of impact. So all I can just say is thank you, and yeah, that's that.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I think I want to add more people that will call because I think we still have some 16 minutes left. Stoluani Rachel, we'd love to hear from you. Are you on the call with us? Can you hear me? Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Stoluani Rachel, we can't hear you. Is your mic? Oh, it's me. I can't hear you. Hi, Tolu. Are you speaking? Can't hear you. I think it's a network. If you can't hear me, I can't hear you. Okay, let me call on Sammy Vic. Sammy Vic, it's nice to have you around again. How was the call and key takeaways, questions, and additions? Sammy Vic, are you on the call with us? Okay, maybe he's not available. Goodness. Okay, you can hear me now. I hope my mic is not muted. No. Okay, let me call on Kefas. Kefas, are you there? Would you love to share one or two before we end the call? I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. I think Kefas is also unavailable. Let me call on the last person and the last person. Who else hasn't spoken? I think we've all spoken. Tolu, is your mic okay now? Do you want to speak? I think she's having a serious issue with her mic. We can't hear her. I think she's trying to speak. Yeah. So I want to appreciate everyone for coming tonight. I think one of the important things to do after this call is to think about what we've shared tonight. If you want me to share the note, I can share the note with you. Is to think about what we've talked tonight and then to plan on what to do. Because I found out that oftentimes we write a lot of notes on the things we learn. We don't even decide on what I want to do. So for me, what I've learned to do is when I go to a meeting and I'm very blessed and I'm writing a lot, at the end of the call, I want to decide, okay, based on everything I've learned today, what do I want to do? Can be something small. Because it's not those who learn that are blessed. It's those who do something about what they learn. Wisdom is not profitable to someone that do nothing with it. So I think after this call, I think everybody should not just gloss over it and just move on. If you move on, there won't be any results. But if you take a little time, some minutes to think about it, what we shared today, to maybe follow the framework we've shared if you're writing notes, and then write your own big goal for 2026, your impact goal for 2026. Write the things you can do monthly that will take it closer or that will ensure that you don't forget. I will ensure that you keep making progress. I think that will go a long way. And the other thing I want us to do is to write the goal clearly, make it visible. It's easy to forget. If you check my phone, my Google Notes, is a pinned note. My vision, my dreams, my purpose statement. I pin it because every time I open that note, I want to be seeing it. I want to remember. It's easy to forget. I won't lie to you. It's easy to forget. There's a lot demanding for our time, our attention, and our focus. So definitely, every way possible, I want to ensure that I don't forget. At the time, I used to paste it in my room, but these days you don't live alone, so you can't just paste it on people's wall. But nonetheless, the goal is to make it visible and clear as much as possible, so that the mind constantly see it. The mind constantly see it. I was reading a book some days ago. How to think like a billionaire, become a billionaire by a man. I can't remember his name now. So I think Scott Anderson or so. He said something. He said whenever he's sleeping, he doesn't just sleep. He takes a problem and puts it on his mind. And he said oftentimes he wakes up with a solution. I've said I will try this thing. I will try this thing. And I still want to try. Like whenever he wants to sleep, he would think about, okay, what are the things I need solution on? A lot of us dream a lot. We dream African magic and then we wake up tired. But before he sleeps, he finds a problem that he's going through. He just focus his mind on it before he sleeps. Like he ruminates on this. And he said, more often than not, he has woken up with a solution. I was like, wow, that's magical. And I want to try. I think what our mind sees, what our mind focuses on, drives it to solve it. You may not know I mean, I don't even know how I'm going to do 2,000 students, how I'm going to get the 10 million naira. But I know that by thinking about it constantly, by putting it at the front of my mind, by doing things that can take me closer, to it. I mean, not achieving that goal before July, but that's what I want. That's what I'm going for. That's the most important. The second thing is to make it clear and to pursue it doggedly. And the third thing is to not forget the systems. The systems. Goals can be intimidating if there are no systems that make it easy. It's like someone that's okay. My New Year resolution is to build muscle. You want to build muscle like like commando, but you don't have a system that gets you into the gym every day. Maybe there's a time you need to wake up, like your alarm must ring, or you pay a trainer, or you like collaborate with a friend that's already built the habit that can encourage you or ensure that you get it done. Or create a time in your schedule to ensure that you always go to the gym. If you don't do something that makes it easy, you most likely give up because it's hard. Every good thing in this world is hard in some way. So you have to make it easy for yourself, not overwhelming. So start small, start gradually, start easily, and create systems for that. So I think that's the third thing that's very important for us tonight. So January again, the last Sunday of January, we'll be having another leaders Coven retreat. The retreat is in January, we'll be talking about identity. Identity is one of the most important questions in our world today. If there's a question that is relevant, is identity. Who is a man? Who is a woman? Who is a man? Who is a woman? Right. But beyond that is what's a person's self-image. How do we see ourselves? What are the things that makes us who we are, that makes us consistent? How do we ensure that we are reliable people, we are consistent people, and we have a good self-image? So that's what we'll be talking about in January. It's be time of refreshing, like to talk about these things. It's cool, right? It's more engaging. I think in 2026 we'll do more of collaborative calls. I'm thinking about it. You can also share your thoughts with me. My dream is that this call will be more engaging, will be more closed. Not necessarily that we won't be taking new members, but the fact that we know each other very well, right? So in next year we'll be creating a WhatsApp group, right? So I'll also say I'll get the registration from across. I want the WhatsApp group to be those that are ready to like collaborate, to work with one another, to know people, not just everybody in this world. So I won't be sharing a link with everybody. I will just want to get details of those who will be interested. And as many people join the call, register for the meeting, I already share the link with them to register for the WhatsApp community. Yeah, it's going to be a community, not a group. So in a community, we have maybe one thing we're doing a month to foster collaboration, foster, encourage ourselves, support one another. So I'll be doing that next year. And what else? What else are we planning for this community next year? One of the things we're also planning for the community next year is curated activities. Curated activities that can bring us closer to the vision of this community. The vision of Leaders Coven is to train leaders to forge leaders. Forging is about taking gold into or iron into the smith, into the core, like where it is can be smelted and molded into something new, something beautiful. And that's the idea of Leaders Coven, where we can talk about topical issues, cogent matters, and rub minds together to improve one another, right? And how do we measure results? We measure results along the line of how much things we, the members of this community, are doing. Like to see the members of this community doing bold things in this world, taking bold ideas, just like we have our big goals. Like it's good. Like members of this community are doing 2,000 students in a year. That's even small. Like something very big, something that you hear like, wow, one person did that. That's the goal. That's how for me I'm measuring results on this call, in this community. Number two is how much collaboration we have amidst ourselves. How are we supporting one another? How are we helping one another to achieve our goals? Because at the end of the day, by the time we ask one or two people, we discover that we have similar visions, similar things that we are working on. So definitely we can support one another. We may have access to information, access to resources that you can put to somebody else in this community that can help. So how many collaborations are we having on these calls in these communities? Very important to me. And the third thing that is very important to me is that our recognition out there, like how we are recognized for excellence, how we are recognized for high standards. I think that's one of the results this call is supposed to produce. Building people of that world, building people of that capacity. And it's just by, it's not by me alone, it's by each and every one of us adding value to each and every other person. So that's it. And I believe 2026 will be a big, beautiful year. I believe that we are the one that will make it big and beautiful. Like they used to say that, they say that every technology does not have a conscience. It's human beings that make it good or evil, right? A computer does not have a conscience. You can't say a computer is evil. You can't say AI is evil. What you can say is that, are human beings evil? If human beings are evil, they can make AI evil. If human beings are good, they can make AI good. 2025 too is largely, I'm not saying totally, but largely how we want to make it, right? How do you want 2026 to be? So definitely by your choices, by your plans, by your goals, you can have a definition for what 2026 is going to be for you. And I can tell you, for me, it's going to be massive, it's going to be great, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be filled with adventures and milestones and breaking new grass, right? If you get it. Thumbs up. Yeah, that's it for tonight. Thank you everyone for coming. Any parting words? Is anyone saying something? We are closing already. We have 4 minutes to go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Kefas, I called on you the other time. I think your mic was bad. But we'll see you again next month. Expect my message about the community I talked about. January, last Sunday, January is identity. Please come prepared, come with questions, come with answers, come with ideas. I want to learn from you and I also want to share my thoughts. Have a nice, beautiful, lovely end of year. See you in January. I will see everybody in January. Nobody is getting missing. I'm particularly checking and monitoring the names on this call.